Hey, what's up guys, it's Fish here and welcome back to another glorious custom map battle on Total War Warhammer. Today we are looking at the grand city of Middenland and the modders have absolutely outdone themselves with this map. It is truly spectacular. You even have the great cannon of Middenland right there and it looks absolutely amazing. All the detail which has gone into this map has just truly made it epic. And today we're going to have a 4v4 online battle using the glory mod for the beastmen as well as a chaos mod adding in a ton more units of them, as well as a empire mod which adds in the sons of the cult of Ulric and the sons of Sigmar, as well as a character Drim faction. So there'll be lots of different units all coming around and clashing. And again, I should mention this battle was taken from my Discord, so if you guys want to be a part of these battles, you know, these huge 4v4 engagements on these amazing custom map battles, then do make sure to join my Discord. I'll leave a link to it in the description down below and you guys can go check it out for yourselves. So what we'll do is we'll run through looking at the map really quickly and then we'll jump straight into the army comps and then the battle itself. If you just want to skip straight to the battle, then do go ahead and find a link in or the timestamp in the description, which should just take you straight to when the battle begins and all the action does pop off. So let's go and look at the map itself. So the map itself does actually have a really nice outer wall. I've been told that this wall can be a little bit buggy and a few units can get stuck on them. However, it is not like uber bad, but it ruined the battle. And obviously I'm sure this will be patched out as this is the first version of the map itself. So we have a really cool outer wall which goes pretty much the entire way around and just adds in a lot more interesting attack points for the attackers to do. Instead of just going through like one gate or something, they can kind of use their ladders and siege equipment to get up all these walls, and it just, as I mentioned, adds in a whole much another kind of angle for the attackers to approach the battle with. As well as that, we have this huge Middenland cannon, obviously from the lore, and it looks awesome. It's an actual proper working cannon as well. This thing, if anything comes in its arc of fire, I hope will just unleash just an insane cannon shot and just incinerate anything in its path. I think that would be really, really cool. Then as we make our way through, we can actually see a Sigor rock about to impact, which is not too good. We have more of the walls, and I also love the density of all these hamlets and houses and stuff like this. It really does remind me of like that Vermintide type feel, where I think they've got that really down to a T, where we just have lots of dense empire houses, and it just really just makes you think that this is like a very thriving city, which is really, really cool. Again, as I mentioned, we have another outer wall out here where the attackers can come from. We have a beastman army and loads of siege equipment, which I imagine they're going to be pushing up very, very soon. We have more districts back here, but I don't think anyone's attacking from this backside, which is pretty good. We make our way back up. We have several positions like this throughout the city, which kind of just acts as like a fallback position with more walls. And I'm pretty sure, again, the attackers can climb up these walls, which is really, really cool to see that happening. We have finally the final stand right here, which I believe, well, one of the final stands. I imagine this is something famous. Again, I'm not 100% on all the lore of Middenland and stuff like that, but I imagine this is like an iconic, maybe like, because I know it is like the cult of Ulric's like home place in Middenland, so I imagine this is something to do with it. Or maybe that's the Sigmar thing and this is the Ulric one up here. I don't know. I'm just going to stop talking before I annoy every single Warhammer fan out there. And then we also have this other capture point up here, which is like, I guess, the famous keep, and again, it just looks sick. And I like the way they've done this, how they haven't just made the keep usable, because I think it's very hard to kind of make a working, good-looking keep like this. So I enjoy, for gameplay purposes, just making it, you know, not playable and just having more defenses elsewhere. So I think there are plenty other places that the attackers and defenders can fight over than having just a kind of a pointless, you know, choke point all the way up here. So I definitely like the way they've done that for sure. So that is the map itself. It looks amazing. The attention to detail, I've definitely overlooked a lot of stuff. And yeah, it's just truly spectacular. I also love the effects up here as well with the clouds. That looks insane. Really, really cool. So let's look at the army comps themselves and then we'll jump straight into battle. Again, I'm going to be sticking up the pictures of the army comps on your screen right now so you guys can check it out for yourself. However, we will run through a few of the more unique units which we haven't seen yet. So stuff like this, the flesh hounds which come from the chaos forces, which look really, really cool. These are obviously the corn dire wolves, I guess, again looking amazing. We also have Tzeentch over here, I believe, as a separate faction along with these awesome looking bloodletters. Again, yeah, we have Tzeentch over here, which is really, really cool. Tzeentch is one of my favorite Chaos Lords just because they're so powerful in Call of Warhammer. Again, look at these masks as well. They look really, really cool. And obviously having the blue tint to their armor just adds quite a bit to the actual faction themselves. The Beastmen as well also have some interesting units. I mean, look at these guys as well. The Warriors of Slaanesh right here. Look insane. Look how cool they are. They look like just 100 loads of Sigvald, even even though there is only one Sigmar, of course, the beautiful man himself. Then obviously we have Khorne as well, so all the Chaos factions are here ready to destroy the will of men in this city. We also have more Bloodletters, obviously loads more Plague of Nurgle right here as well. So yeah, literally all the Chaos Lords are here. I guess because this is a 4v4, everyone can just bring kind of everything to the battle. We have a Chaos Warriors back here, lots of these Chaos spawn, and yeah, we have more of the Chosen back here as well, looking extremely awesome. I want to actually see some of the beastmen units because I haven't seen them in the Glory mod yet, so I'm not really sure how good they actually are. We've got more Minotaurs, they're all default units. I guess the main Minotaur army is going to be over here maybe, or the main beastmen army. So we have Bestigor herds with swords. These guys looks like some shit off of 40k with like chain swords. That's awesome. And as we go back, we have some more of these Bestigor with pole arms. That's cool. I'm excited to see what they can do. Also, the beastmen have vanguarded a lot of their units straight away forward to harass the enemy, and they also have some aspiring champions helping them out. So if we look at the defenders now, we can see that they have the Cult of Ulric, they have the Sons of Sigmar, they have Kalkaryn, and they also have Middenland defending it. So they have some pretty interesting units. These gun caps are pretty cool. I love the kind of feel to them. And I feel like they've also made the polearms a little bit bigger, which does add in a little bit of kind of aesthetic feel to them. The Kalkaryn faction, we can see that they have loads of Slayers, along with these Troll Slayers, which I believe are new. Again, some really cool aesthetic feel to them. They have a lot of forces like these guys as well. If we look at these Troll Slayers around the side, we can also see that the defenders also have a ton of infantry kind of in the city as well, which are going to be used to really just hold back the enemy advance. You can kind of almost see that the Sons of Sigmar and Kalkaryn are the outer forces ready to hold back the enemy lines, and then the other Middenland and the Cult of Ulric are kind of the inner forces as well, as we have some of these surefires as well. Going back, we have a lot more of these Troll Hunters. So there are a ton of Slayers, and you can also see some of the Middenland units as well right here, which are kind of almost just like a reskin, but they do have the Bretonnian shields, which look very, very nice. So if I missed any units, I'm sure I will come across them in battle, but let's go ahead and get this battle started. It's going to be hard to go ahead and kind of keep track of everything, but I will try my best to do so. And as you can tell, this is an absolutely huge city, so there's going to be lots of engagements going on everywhere. Also, we're going to be getting a little bit of lag as the battle starts. As you can see, we have over 11,000 units fighting. So in the beginning of the battle, it's going to be a bit laggy. I will try and minimize this as much as possible. I don't want to play on slow-mo just because of the battle is extremely long already, so I don't want to overwhelm this. But we'll try our best to kind of speed up this battle as well as I can, as the beastmen are just harassing the units. What are we getting shooting? The Black Ungor Hunters, which I guess are a special unit, are unleashing so many volleys and just destroying this unit of gun caps right now. They've got the Elven Archer effect, and they're finding a lot of shots. Even with the wall in the way, they are still finding a lot of damage. We go over to this side of the city, we can see that the beastmen have overwhelmed the city defense already. Having the Manticores coming down, the flying units are going to be really, really useful. And again, a lot of these archers seem really good from the beastmen. And yeah, they're going to just destroy the surefires. They're not going to stand a chance. They definitely need to send more men. The ladders are coming up on the wall. You can see the beastmen are climbing up. And as I mentioned, I was told that it was a little bit glitchy. But yeah, the defenders definitely need to send some troops over here, and that's exactly what they are doing. We got some great swords over here, and these guys are going to be running into the combat, I imagine, very, very soon, as they just kind of dispatch this Ungor herd, which is kind of almost slowing up the rest of these units. The Flagellants are trying to get past, but they are really, really struggling. Yep, the lag's a little bit dangerous right now. 11,000 soldiers. On top of that, we are obviously playing on a huge city, which has a lot of assets as well. So that's to kind of be expected. But hopefully it will clean up as we go forward. The initial engagement has started out on the gate though. The aspiring champions have pushed forward, and it's going to be up to the gun caps to hold back their assault. There's also plenty of Minotaurs as well, just ready to charge in. They're gearing up right now to push forward and hit the enemy as they do, and obviously advance into the engagement. So it's going to be very, very cool to see the Minotaurs just smashing through this gate when they do finally come. The archer fire is just horrific as well. I'm really surprised how much damage these guys are doing. And yeah, you can see the Slayers actually having to retreat right now because they don't want to get stuck in with this engagement, because they're just going to get shot to pieces. They can deflect arrows with their axes, but besides that, they really can't do too much. Also, have a look at these beastmen's ladders as well. These are really, really cool. I'm not sure if these are new or if these have always been in the beastmen siege towers, but they're really, really cool. I've never actually noticed these. But yeah, anyway, back to the battle, obviously. Sorry, I just haven't noticed them beastmen siege equipment too much. I'm not sure if they're new to the Glory mod or not. You can see the ladders as the beastmen are climbing up over the wall, trying to get around the back. We actually have a... Is this a special Lumenok right here? What is this? This is the temple of Lumenok. Cool, and we've got another one over here as well. Both of the people bringing them, and they're going to be getting some perfect shots off if they can set them up correctly. We do have to be very, very careful. I really want to see something run in this cannon fire. I want to see this cannon just shoot, because I imagine it'll be so epic. Has it already shot? Because it's smoking right now. So I'm not sure if it's already shot or not. I hope it hasn't, because I hope I haven't missed it. And we have like some of these gun caps as well just defending here. So they're fighting over on this right-hand side as the beastmen pour full through this gate. We have a huge spell about to come off here. What is this? Is this going to be anything important? Oh, a Comet of Cassador come flying down, hitting these guys. I've always found the Comet of Cassador not really doing too much in these battles. I really think it's one of the spells which definitely need a buff, that is for sure. We have a warrior priest right here, or Luthor Hoss, which is the legendary lord for the cult of Sigmar, is in here fighting on his battle horse, as a lot of the Ungor raiders do come down from the engagement itself. So this battle is full on already. We have a lot of these manticores flying, taking that air superiority to the max. And I think these Black Ungor hunters have done so much damage already in the engagement. If we can see, they've already racked up 100 kills, so they've definitely been the MVPs. And I mean, even the Greatswords are struggling to deal with some of these units right here. The Manticore herd. They were definitely struggling, especially as the major Manticore comes down. The Slayers need to get over here. The Kalkaryn Slayers need to make their way through here to help out. Again, obviously, the Manticores can just run away, but still, they definitely need to try and focus a bit heavily on them. We've got some of the Warriors of Khorne making their way up. Yeah, the Warriors of Khorne are coming up, and the Slayers of Kalkaryn are going to have to do deadly combat with them. I imagine this tower helped out a little bit as the enemy push on. But oh, we've also got the Warriors of Slaanesh here as well. These guys need to make their way up on the fortress. Oh, a huge vortex spell coming off here from the beastmen, absolutely destroying this unit of Slayers. Look at that HP just go down. That is brutal. And I don't know why these Slayers are going into. These Slayers are welcoming death right now. Look at them. They're charging towards the vortex. Not scared one bit. That was awesome. That was really, really cool. So as you can see, more of the Beastmen soldiers are coming over the wall. Again, as I said, a few of them do get stuck, but apparently that didn't really affect the battle too much, they said, which is good to hear. So the two major engagements are just these inner ones right now at the gates. Imagine the defenders are definitely holding back a large portion of their forces. They want to kind of overwhelm the gate and make that safe, because it's never really too smart to commit everything. Like, they've already got so many units here, there's no point bringing up everyone else to this engagement, because they're just going to get into a choke point and not really be effective. So it's better to kind of keep them at a safe distance instead of just throwing them into the engagement where they're really not going to do too much. The Beastmen are pushing forward, though. We do have the Warriors of Slaanesh there, along with the Beastmen. We've got a lot of these aspiring champions up here as well, fighting hard. This is going to be a vital point for the defenders. I'm actually really surprised that the defenders don't have a lot more missiles. What is this going to be? Is this another comet or not? We've got some more magic coming out. Oh, we got some chain lightning hitting down on these archers, which might not be the best idea. I don't know, you have a lot of ammunition, so hitting these guys is smart. Yeah, the defenders really don't have much ammunition, and they're getting shot to pieces right now as we see these Wolfkin. Again, a really cool looking kind of great axe unit right here. Yeah, a lot of these units are getting smashed by the Beastmen archers. That's insane that the Beastmen are really causing them a lot of issues. Because you don't really get to see the Beastmen missiles too much, but they are really, really strong in this mod. Nice, we've got the Troll Hunters charging in as well, fighting the aspiring champions right now. And it's going to be up to the Kalkaryn to deal with a lot of the creatures of this battle. Because as you guys know, the Beastmen have lots of interesting creatures. And so did the new kind of Chaos Divided units, or the Chaos units we are using in this battle. So it's going to be up to these, Kalkaryn and Ungrim to really command his Slayers effectively. There's an entire army, so the Slayers are going to have to be able to deal with all these Minotaurs. But by the looks of it, the defenders are really pushing back the attackers right now. The Troll Hunters are pushing back these aspiring champions, and the attackers are going to have to send more units through this battle to really help out. We do have some more trolls up here. These are the Nurgle trolls. These guys might need to have to charge in very, very soon, but obviously we have to be very careful of the Troll Hunters as well. But it looks like the defenders are doing a great job at defending that pass right now. They obviously have so many soldiers still left remaining everywhere else. how are the other engagements doing? Obviously, this map's so big that I really have to start going back and forth. The warriors of Khorne have pushed off, and they are fighting some great sword units right now. They've got a nice little outflank right here, but the slayers are charging in and dealing a decent amount of damage to these guys, so that's cool to see. A lot of these Khorne units, I think, are stuck right now, but hopefully they will push off the wall very, very soon. And I imagine these issues with the units getting stuck and stuff like that will soon very much be fixed. We have some of the Bestigor herds with swords right here, fighting against the Lufus Hoss. And I imagine he is a mighty, mighty warrior. What do we have right here coming down? Is it another Vortex spell? If it is, that's going to be brutal for the defenders. Yeah, another Vortex spell as it just hits all the Slayers as they're trying to run into the engagement. Wow, they're literally running to their deaths right now and embracing it. That is a brutal, brutal Vortex spell. Very, very dangerous. Oh, we got some really nice Greatsword Cavalry, though, pushing down to come help out. I'm not sure if these guys are going to really be able to find a target down here, but I imagine they're coming after the Khorne warriors. That's great to see the Greatsword Cavalry. And again, these missiles. These missiles, man, have just been insane. They've Empire need to use their flying units to deal with these, but I guess it's very difficult to do that just because of the sheer amount of damage that the missiles can do to the flying units. And we don't want to commit their general or something like that to the actual engagement. So there's about 3 major engagements as the attackers really just fill out the defenses. And I really love these battles like this, which actually have kind of a feel to the attack. You know, it's not just everyone charges forward and overwhelm the attackers. You know, they're kind of, the attackers are sending forward their initial forces first, and then they're going to be sending in their more elite units after the gates and stuff like that have been taken. And that's a really cool feel to these battles, and that's, you know, down to the Discord chat kind of really creating these epic looking battles. So if you guys are enjoying this, make sure to drop a like and a comment down below. It's the best way to let me know that you guys want to see more of this, and it's also a really good way to show the Discord chat that you know, that you guys are enjoying the stuff they're playing and kind of giving them ideas on what to do next. I wouldn't be surprised if they have to start committing more men. I think quite a few of the soldiers are getting caught on these walls a little bit, which is a shame. But overall, that's not too bad. I would be very surprised if they don't try and... They could use their Cygors to try and smash down some of these walls, maybe. And then trying to use that to their advantage. I don't think these towers aren't... Or this tower is shooting, which should be doing a lot of damage. But it hasn't really racked up too many kills yet, which is unfortunate. The warriors of Khorne are still fighting on. Yeah, you can see they're engaging pretty heavily on the walls against these, what are these? Are these the gun caps? Yeah, the gun caps are fighting for Middenheim right now. I do definitely enjoy the weapons that the Middenheim gun caps do have. I feel like they've enlarged the halberd a little bit, which is really, really cool to see. And the fighting does look great right there. But just like the Chaos Divided mod, I've only just seen it, I think, a couple days ago. But it really does make all of these units feel really unique, which is amazing to see. Considering the modders can only use, you know, pre-existing assets in the game, they've done an amazing job at creating this. As these Slayers just go ham onto these Warriors of Slaanesh right now. They are just incinerating them, kicking them off the wall. That is amazing to see. However, there are so many more Chaos units still left to come. And I think the battle is starting to smooth out a little bit as more of the units do start to die, which is good to see. Another Vortex spell. These things are insanely OP, right on top of all these Slayers. Oh my god, I think it's actually caught too many of them though, which isn't too bad. However, loads of damage being done on these guys here. Look at that. Oh my god, can we find the mage right now? I think it's this guy right here. Can we see how many kills he's on? He's only on 82, so I guess that's not too bad. Oh, the gates have finally been smashed down. I imagine these Slayers are going to have to start preparing as a lot more of these Bestigors come charging in. I think they I have actually just taken over the gates with this unit of Bestigor swords right there. And they're going to be pushing forward very, very soon. Oh no, they still have to smash it down. Okay, well, that's fine, fair enough. They're actually bringing up a battering ram. That's awesome. You don't get to see this siege equipment too much. They're actually bringing up this battering ram. And you just imagine all the beastmen just chanting with their horrific screeching. That'd be sick. Just imagine that as they're going to start hitting down this gate. And you just have the oh, look how amazing that backdrop looks right there. All these Slayers are just ready. As the gate's about to start, you know, just shifting with dust and stuff as it starts getting hit. And all these Slayers are just ready. They've already fought. They've already got loads of magic poured down upon them. And yet they are just ready to stand and withstand anything that comes through that gate. As you can hear, it's starting to get hit. The gate is holding firm. The gate is actually pretty destroyed right now. It's going to come flying open any second now. Yeah, one more hit and it's going to come flying open. And these Slayers are just going to have to get ready. There we go. smashes open, and we just see the abyss through that gate right now, and they're gonna have to receive anything that does come their way, which I'm sure they'll be more than capable of doing. So these warriors of Khorne have actually been pushed back a little bit. These greatswords have done an amazing job here at killing these guys. There's still plenty of them left to come. These slayers have also managed to push them back, so I think these guys have actually managed to withstand the first assault from these warriors of Slaanesh right now, which is impressive. If they can minimize the amount of ways that the enemy attack them, that's going to be great. We have more of the great sort of cavalry right here as well. I love the look of the cannon. I wish they would just send a unit over here. Wait, is this unit going to get shot by them or not? No, no one's commanding this cannon. If they could have opened up here, that would be amazing. But I love the way that the Chaos forces are pushing in more soldiers around here. You know, they're using all the walls to their advantage to abuse the enemy, the defenses as best they can. Because the defenders can only defend so many ways. So I really do enjoy the way that they are kind of defending. They are kind of attacking everywhere. And that's, again, one of the advantages of really holding back your forces and just kind of committing units, you know, a decent amount of troops in certain places, but not really committing everything at once. It means you can kind of stagger your attacks and hit the attack of the defenders when they're not looking in certain places. Again, the defenders are doing a great job at holding this gate. The attackers really need to try and push out elsewhere, which I guess is exactly what they are doing over here. The defenders have literally no soldiers right here, and obviously they're also pushing up more and more men. The more beastmen are climbing up these ladders as well. So soon, the defending these choke points isn't going to work, and the attackers are going to be able to really start overwhelming the defenders. These guys, these gun caps, these sunfires? Yeah, these sunfires are pushing back now, avoiding a lot of this magic. These guys need to run for their lives as fast as they can. Something I didn't mention as well, the actual like background aesthetic feel is amazing as well. Like just seeing all of this, all these trees and stuff really does make the map look amazing. These troll hunters are going in. Are these actual troll hunters or are these a special unit? Troll slayers? Oh, giant slayers. Yeah, the giant slayers are the guys which basically look like Ungrim with the two-handed axes. And yeah, they are pushing back the Beastmen Horde. They need to commit more men through here. I guess that they really don't want to commit these Minotaurs to the battle because, you know, the Minotaurs are just going to get cut down by all of these Slayers. So it does make a lot of sense that they don't want to commit the soldiers. They're just having to commit more of the infantry until a lot of these Slayers are done. And what we got coming down here, more magic coming down, another chain lightning, which should do a lot of damage to these elite units back here. Yeah, we have a lot of Chaos Chosen with halberds back here. Oh, nice. Over on this side, the Beastmen and the Warriors of Slaanesh are pretty much completely overwhelmed the positions here. We have a few greatswords still left remaining, but as soon as these guys come around, they've got a lot of reinforcements coming, and they're about to surround these guys with some of the Ungor, or the Bestigor herds with swords. Same over here as well on this side. I think they've finally managed to deal with a lot of the Slayers over here, even pushing in their Minotaurs. That's how little they care about what's left of the Slayers right here. And they're going to be pushing forward and overwhelming. So the outer walls are starting to crumble, but I mean, they held for a long time. That was like 15 minutes of the defenders holding the outer walls, which is great. And we still have 30 minutes left of this battle. So you guys, as Pixelated Apollo would say, better have your snacks ready because this is a snack-worthy battle for sure. A few of the Minotaurs are going down, which is great news, obviously, for the defenders. Every kind of creature they can kill is going to be a awesome feat. However, you know, they still have so many more defenses back here ready to hold. They kind of lost the outer wall, but they still have this inner wall, which does still provide them with tower support and does provide them with a lot of choke points they can still defend. They also have these really cool kind of bar guys looking creatures. These are like the children of Ulric, which look amazing. Really, really cool looking design. And again, they have more of their elite units back here, so even if they do lose the outer layer, it's not really going to be too much of an issue for them. Although the attackers have gone full out here, sending in a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth into the battle. But there is so many Slayers, and there you go. The Slayers are just ripping apart the lines of all the monsters that the enemy is sending, which is, I guess, one of the reasons they kind of were so standoffish of this and just sending them through the Ungors. What they really need to happen is they just need these warriors to kind of break through everywhere else and just kind of make their way round to open up the gate. Maybe they can kind of force the Slayers to commit elsewhere. More of the Ungors hopefully going to be getting off that wall any second now. Yeah, you can see these guys just smashing against the troll hunters right now. They just need to commit more men, and I think breaking through on this left side is going to be a breaking point for the defenders on this outer wall. Because if they can break through here, they can start sending all these poison hounds everywhere else. They're actually going to be charging, so yeah, straight onto the enemy spears right here, which might be the best idea. If I was these guys, I'd be sending them right around the flank right now and going to help out, because the other gate is really struggling to break through. So the fact that they've broken through on this gate, I'd be sending all of these units round the other side to help out. Because if they can break through on every single position, that's going to give them such a great advantage. And we can see that the force over here is starting to move as well. Slowly but surely. They also have some troops back here. They have a load of creatures still left remaining. And I think they also have a hell cannon as well. Why is this hell cannon not up here? This hell cannon would be getting some amazing shots off if they were over here right now. Kind of descending upon this massive group here. Granted, you can see the HP is starting to go down for a lot of these Slayers. They just need to bide their time, because if they can kill the Slayers, then they can really just use all their monsters just to rip apart the line. We look at balance power, we can see that the allied units, so the Chaos Forces are down to 2,500, and the Defenders are having almost 4,000 soldiers. But remember, like when you look at that, that seems a bit crazy, but please do remember that a lot of the Chaos units have less units. You've got Bloodlutters like this, which only have 32 units, but they are extremely important. We have a Comet of Cassador coming flying down there. And a lot of the creatures in the Chaos Army are yet to really engage in the battle. So they're really waiting out the Slayers, which is a super smart move. As they have, oh, look at this! They're actually coming around the backside of the fortress itself with a large amount of units. Hopefully this will kind of warn off the attackers a little bit. Or the defenders, and just open up that breach. We've got so many units just stuck here, which really are waiting to be pushed forward into the city. Also, this Minotaur looks insane with his two huge axes. That's so cool. As he's going to come charging into these guys. Hopefully they're ready. If I was a Minotaur, I'd be charging into these swords. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Very, very smart attack order right there. Or no, he's going for the halberds. He's like, fuck this, I'm going for the halberds. Oh my god, that was brutal right there. So much blood as he doesn't even matter what unit he does go after. And his Minotaur brothers are coming soon as well. So attacking from all these angles is a smart move. It will hopefully just stretch out the attack of the defenders. However, we do have some demigryphs. We've got Boris Todbringer as well. Oh, the knights as well moving in. They really want to deal as much damage to these guys as possible. The demigryphs of halberds are going to be doing great. I think that's a regiment of renowned as well, so they're even better. Is this the Leopard Company, or is this just the look of these guys? The Knights Panther, sorry. Leopard Company are an infantry unit, right? Yeah, the Knights Panther are going to be moving in. So again, lots of really unique units in this battle as more of the Minotaurs just come charging in. Wow, what awesome engagement this is. More and more Minotaurs are slowly making their way in. This is a pretty hectic battle. The Minotaurs are going to be hitting hard. How's the rest of the battle going elsewhere? They are slowly starting to break forward now with enough magic coming down here. A beautiful spell right there, hitting a lot of these Slayers. Yeah, with the cavalry coming in, these Prime Centaurs must have come through this gate right here to help out. And they are going to be hitting the lines hard in the side of these Slayers. The Slayers aren't going to be able to deal with that at all. We also have a Gorbor champion as well, just charging down these poor swordsmen as they try and run away. Look at this thing. It's just ripping apart this infantry line. They don't stand a chance. They just need to flee for their lives. Yeah, the fact that these Gorbor chariots have made their way through is just going to completely open up the way and allow all these creatures to start pouring into the city itself. How's this other flank going? Yeah, these guys are really starting to commit a lot of their forces round to this left flank. They want to try and break it down as best as possible, as we have a Chaos Sorceress of the Shadows making his way over here, maybe being able to get a Vortex spell. The Minotaurs are doing a good job at holding here, I think. Even though the rest of the units are really struggling. Oh, Boris Todbringer is going to be going down right here. Oh my god, the Lords are actually going to kill him, yeah. All the Minotaurs, they killed Boris Todbringer. That is not good at all. The forces of Middenland have just lost their general. That's extremely dangerous right there. That's going to be brutal for the morale. Luckily, a lot of the more elite units, like the Knights and stuff like that, you know, the Knights of the White Wolf, are going to be able to hold their own. However, losing their general is just going to be horrific. Also, these guys look fucking sick. Look at them. That's amazing. That is really, really cool. But yeah, they're going to be struggling, like, pretty difficult. Like, it's going to be a difficult battle for Middenland now to rally their units, especially if the beastmen want to kind of push up here. This is a lot of the beastmen units, even though they have a really nice defense here. They're going to have to start whittling more and more men away. You have a lot of the soldiers. If these guys decide to push through there, they're probably going to be able to break through it. More and more of the soldiers are breaking forward now. A lot of these soldiers, yeah, as soon as these guys are coming up here, it's over for the gate defense. They need to maybe start falling back now and just getting the hell out of there, which I think is exactly what they are doing, slowly starting to push back. All the attackers over here have finally made their way. Sorry if you feel like I'm zooming around a lot. There's just a lot going on in this battle, and I don't really want to miss a lot of the action. So apologies if you are kind of getting a bit motion sickness or something like that by me moving around, but hopefully it's okay. So these guys are up on the wall. I think they're waiting for everyone to get up before they do come off the wall, which is fair, but yeah, soon the Middenheim defense is going to be completely surrounded. Lots more reinforcements. We've got the gore balls coming up. Are these guys falling back now? Yeah, I think they are falling back, which is a very tactical decision right here. If these guys, are they turning back? If I was them, I would actually fall back and look for another place to attack, because there's a lot of forces here. But I think they are going to carry on fighting. Yeah, they're going to be falling back. Good. This is the smart move. Getting the hell out of here is a good move. Maybe popping a vortex spell right here would be good. But yeah, retreating from here is, you know, they've done damage. They've killed Boris Todbringer. Now they can just retreat back and maybe focus on this position. This is all Middenheim's units, so their units themselves are going to be wounded, and they're going to kind of have lower morale, and they can maybe rout them really, really nicely. The great swords are finally going down here. These units are getting stuck, but hopefully, I did get told that a lot of the units that got stuck got unstuck pretty quickly afterwards, so hopefully we don't have to worry too much about that. Band's power is still extremely even, which is great to see. And yeah, the enemy troops have lost almost 1,000 men now since we last looked, and the defenders have pretty much lost the attackers have pretty much lost no one, as they are just pushing their entire army right now. And this is just perfect for the attackers. They're using their Sigors. They've got perfect range on a lot of these really expensive units. Like this unit of these warriors of Ulric right now are going to be getting hit by the huge rocks from the Sigors. And there's nothing much I can really do about it, apart from charge forward, along with the flagellants as well who are moving forward. But the Dragon Ogres, now this is when the Dragon Ogres really start going into their own, and the Nurgle Trolls as well. You know, there's not a lot of Slayers left in this battle. And that just means that these creatures which the defenders or the attackers really held off on using are now going to come into their own and really start becoming a very, very strong unit. So I feel like the defenders are really going to be up against it now. The units are still retreating right here. There's just so much going on in this battle, which is amazing. Like the fact that there's just, you know, every street is having engagements right now. I think the defenders are going to have to pull back troops from over here very, very soon. Because there's not a lot of beastmen right here, and I feel like they can just commit less men here and really focus elsewhere. As you can see, a lot of the beastmen forces are coming off now. We've got a lot more of, let's go ahead and look how the Wolfkin fight. This is what I want to see. I want to see the Wolfkin just going in against these beastmen. Great axes, what's not to love from these guys? They are up against Vestigors though, so it's going to be a hard engagement. They're definitely not just going to roll over these guys. But I imagine with reinforcements, obviously they have a unit of infantry here as well. They should be doing okay. And there's still a lot more beastmen to come, so they definitely do need to get ready to hold. But yeah, sending some of these units around the flank now would be great. Yeah, they're sending, that's exactly what they're doing. Very, very smart move right here. Cutting off any reinforcements here, and also sending these Sons of Ulric into the side of a lot of these beastmen. Like, these guys will be able to hit these guys pretty hard. They are receiving a lot of missile fire from these Ungor Raiders, or whatever they're called. They're really strong. Like, these guys have done so much damage. But look how amazing these guys look as they charge in the Sons of Ulric with their 2 Warhammers. That's sick. And obviously we have the children of Ulric as well coming in. These guys, I'm excited to see what these guys can do in battle. They're just going to, yeah, rip through these guys. Perfect. But the Nurgle Trolls, oh, look, this battle is sick. It really is. I've got a huge grin on my face. There's just so much epicness in this engagement. I hope the lag hasn't killed it for a few of you guys. As we have the Chaos Giant moving in, along with the Nurgle Trolls and the Chaos Spawn as well. Truly, truly an insane engagement right now. Sigmar needs to be holding firm. Yeah, the outer walls have been completely lost right now. There are still a few engaged, but look at that. We've got like an engagement right there. A hell cannon being pushed up. The great cannon of Middenheim right there. You got more soldiers just pushing over. You got ladders being put up on the walls. More of the chaos warriors just come charging forward. Like, it's just, you don't get this in every battle right here. And the modders have just done such a spectacular job right now at creating such an amazing engagement. They really, really have. I mean, you're just looking at that. This just looks so cool. Obviously with the cannon as well. Like, the cannon's smoking. It's just so much detail in the city itself. The net's going down on a lot of these units. I wonder why they're netting these guys. Oh, they're netting all of these guys. Oh, if they get a vortex spell down on this, this is going to be insane. As the defenders really try and hold back. Oh, we got the Luminox getting some perfect shots off there. Just destroying a lot of these dudes. The Minotaurs are trying to make their way to the front lines. As the defenders do hold firm. The Slayers are the front line. So the fact that we've got Slayers here is going to be good. However, there's just not enough of them really anymore. Yeah, there's so few of them. Luckily, the Slayers always fight to the death, which is great. But, you know, it's only be a matter of time until these guys do break through the lines. And they're going to be fighting, you know, uphill battles and stuff. And the defenders, I'm just not sure how many men they have left now. Yeah, they're really starting to get close to being overwhelmed. I'm not sure if the attackers or the defenders are going to win this battle. But either way, it's gonna be a good battle. It lasts what? How long's even left of this replay? Last 20 minutes, you know. Normally, this is like a normal battle replay right here. That's truly epic. So, guys, please smash that like button if you enjoyed this battle. Because it's been huge. It's gone on for so long. You know, you don't get battle replays like this every single day. The sons of Ulric, along with the children of Ulric, are fighting hard. Look at that. Lots of chaos spawn, lots of chaos giant and Nurgle trolls. The children of Ulric are fighting hard though. How much damage are these guys actually doing? They're doing an okay amount. Well, not really actually doing any damage at all to these guys. These guys, like, they've only lost half a health of a troll unit. Besides that, they're kind of just standing pretty firm. They still do obviously have plenty of soldiers left remaining here, which is, you know, obviously going to be very, very potent in the engagement. They still have some really elite units. You know, a lot of these guard units right here. I think this is like the elite unit of the Cult of Ulric, so yeah, that's going to be great to see. And obviously they have these wolves as well, which again look awesome. Very, very cool looking winter wolves of Middenheim. So I think they're going to be able to clear up this left flank. And once they clear up this left flank, they can really just fall back. Because even if the enemy break through here, which is exactly what they're going to do, they have plenty of men left remaining. And then obviously they still have this choke point here as well to defend. Like, they're going to lose this capture point. That's not going to be the end of the world for them at all. The defenders are really struggling, I think, but they still obviously have all these choke points left remaining. So even though it does look bad for them, they still have some extremely good positioning to fall back on. You know, Middenheim is a grand fortress. They have this inner wall, which they're going to be using very effectively to defend. So all they need to do is fall back and just really wait. I think what the attackers are waiting to do is they're waiting for all their units to be in position before they do push forward. That can make a lot of sense. Also, what is this unit of beastmen doing right here? That's weird. It's just like randomly routing as more of these warriors of Ulric push forward. I'm not really sure what they're waiting for before they start pushing forward, because these gunners can't shoot them. So I'm not really too sure. But yeah, as I said, there's still loads of defenses left for the defenders. They have a lot of these choke points as, again, more of these warriors come flying forward. A lot of these are chosen though, so it's going to be extremely hard for the defenders to defend against this. The net coming down. Are we going to be getting any spells? Like, this is just a perfect setup for like a vortex spell, as we have more of the kind of spells coming down from the attackers right there. They're netting these guys, but what does this net even do? Like, what does it accomplish right now? We need to have some sort of follow-up, some guns or something like that, some archers. Because at the moment, they're just getting shot to pieces down this road. They need to kind of try something. Like, they need to try and, like, imagine a Winds of Death right down here. A Winds of Death would just kill everything. That'd be awesome. Well, so many of these guys are just having so many debuffs popped on them. Oh, and their Hell Cannon's up here as well. The Hell Cannon has been finally made operational. That's insane. I don't really see why the netting is still coming down, unless there's more spells coming off. Like, it's just kind of like a spell. Does the net do any damage? I don't think it does, right? It just means they can't move. I guess it doesn't allow them to, the Lumenok to shoot, but still, even still, like, I just feel like a follow-up spell right now would be amazing. The Hell Cannon is just incinerating the Crimson Defiance right now. Oh my god, they're going to have to commit. It's the only way for them to really do this. And a lot of the Beastmen forces are just preparing for this final assault on the inner walls. Now, granted, they obviously still have more defenses up here, but we are definitely going to be seeing the fighting, the last stand right now. Like, just imagine like a vortex coming down on these guys as the Hell Cannon continues just to destroy so much stuff. Wow, that is so brutal. Oh, the Beastmen and throwing through their Minotaurs onto the Lumenok. If they can kill this Lumenok now, that's going to take out a lot of the power, but we do have some of the elite Sons of Ulric making their way in. Now, these are Middenheim right now. Yeah, these guard units are coming in, and they're going to be charging in with their great hammonds. Oh my god, the amount of action going on right now is just spectacular. I love it. That is awesome. And all these demigryphs coming in on the Minotaurs, they're going to be saving the Luminox for sure. Yeah, a lot of these Minotaurs are going down now, as that dude just gets chucked off. That is awesome. But the fact is, they're clamping up a lot of their units. This Hell Cannon gets a good hit off here. That's going to be dangerous for the attackers for sure. And the Archer Fire is just brutal. A lot of these guys are going to be pushing forward, though, through the missile fire, through the fire, and through the flames. Oh, what a perfect hit right there. Holy crap, that killed so many of the elite units from Middenheim. That's dangerous. Having a Hell Cannon all this way to the end is just that's just so good. Now, if you look at the HPs of the soldiers, you can see that even if they are getting some regeneration things, some armor spells popped on them, some battle prayers, I don't know. I don't think their lines can hold, but the defenders still have a lot of soldiers left remaining. Like, they're cleaning up this right-hand side. They're holding firm in the center. They have a lot of troops around here. They have a lot of troops around here. Like, if you look at the battle map right now, you can definitely see they have a lot of units around this left side and around this right side right here. So they can easily hold back. They just need to make sure they don't kind of give up this position like lightly. What they could definitely do as well is they could maybe try and get some soldiers around the side here, like using this cavalry. Using this cavalry and these direwolves right now, which is what they're doing to attack these guys. They're sending them around here, maybe coming out the gate, if there is a gate back here somewhere. I believe there is a gate somewhere around this battlefield. And then just using their cavalry to really start hitting the back lines of these units. You can see a few of these units have got stuck on the walls, which is a shame. But yeah, the main fight is going to be continuing down here. So much magic. Look at all that magic being popped on the lines. Nets, vortexes. That's crazy. There's so much stuff going down. The Luminox really need to start trying to focus on these Dragon Ogres. The Trolls are getting hit pretty effectively. Another huge Hell Cannon hit coming off. I mean, the attackers' numbers are starting to dwindle. That is for sure. But the attackers' numbers are coming down pretty quickly. So even though they had such a mighty advantage, you know, it's still very, very close. They're down to 1,400 men, whereas the defenders are down to 1,900. I think this battle is going to go down to the wire, and I honestly do not know who is going to win it. This could literally go either way, which is amazing. I love these battles where because the fact that I haven't seen the battle yet means I am sweating it along with you guys. And that's what I really like about getting these Discord battles is I don't know who's going to come out on top. Obviously, the guys don't tell me. So when I'm watching this battle, you know, I have no idea, you know, what's going to happen. So I'm sweating it just as much as you guys. That was a huge Comet of Cassador coming down. Normally, I don't see them do too much damage, but that sent several Chaos Warriors flying. As we have two Battle War Warrior Priests right here, in the thick of it, leading the soldiers forward. And I mean, they might be able to break this. If they can cut through this line, kill Khazrak One Eye. Maybe I underestimated the defenders here because there's not many of them left, but they are doing a great job. Yeah, look how wounded all of these guys are. And they still have all these like legendary lords. They have the Arc Lector right here. Like they have a pretty strong force still left remaining in this central point. And this left flank is looking really strong. Granted, you know, it's going to maybe look a little bit less weak when all these trolls come flying in against these guys. But the attackers like need to do something very, very soon. Otherwise, they're going to kind of just get overwhelmed. Oh, that's amazing as the Nurgle trolls come flying in. There's going to be plenty more coming their way as well. As the huge Chaos Spawn come flying in now. We do have the Knights Panther, though, moving in. Are these guys anti-large at all out of interest? Let's have a look. So yeah, the Knights Panther are anti-large, which is definitely going to be helping them out against all these large units. More infantry being pushed in, lots more halberds being engaged in the battle. I mean, if they can deal with this, like, without losing too many men, I think the defenders have got this. A lot of the cavalry coming in, the white wolves as well, making their way in. There's just so much HP here to deal with. I mean, these guys have just been sitting here not really doing much. They need to push forward, like, now. I guess they have a few units up here, but the Sons of Ulric right now are just killing them pretty effectively against the halberds, the Chaos Warriors right here. Yeah, they just need to kind of commit everything now in one last ditch, like one last effort. The balance of power is kind of still really even. That's awesome. But I just feel like this is going to go. If they kill the enemy general, this entire section is going to run from the battlefield. And then what do they really have left? They don't really have many men left from that engagement. So I think they just need to commit everything and just hope for the best now. Just try and overwhelm the defenders. If the Sigor goes down, like, there's like no infantry here whatsoever. There's a few like trolls down here and stuff like that. And the hell cannons obviously still getting some amazing shots off. Yeah, that was a direct hit right there. But besides that, you know, they've got cavalry left over here. The left flank is obviously looking really great. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the defenders won this. But it could literally go either way. How's the HP looking on a lot of these giants here? The giants still have a lot of HP left, and so with the trolls. And these guys, you know, the general right here is starting to get a little bit wounded. He's down to half HP. The cavalry's completely done. So I think maybe they will come out on top here. But again, the trolls are routing. This is just a really, really close battle.
Enemy wizard spotted!
I think it's going to be really down to what that force from the right flank does. The force right here, I think it's really going to be down to what these guys do, because look at all these routing units right now. They just need to push into the battle. There's still 10 minutes left, so there's still a lot of action left to come. And if these guys can break this flank, take this capture point right now, that would be really, really good. But I just don't know if they can break through this line. The Knights Panther are extremely strong, but there's not many of them left at all. Yeah, you can see a lot of the Knights Panther are thinning out now. There's hardly any of them left. And these guys are actually going to start fleeing for their lives. Oh, that looks sick. Look at these gunners up here. These guys are shooting a lot of the routing units right now. That's awesome. Look at these guys go. Oh, look at this arc right here. That's a death trap right here. Even if these guys do make it forward, which I think they might do. No, they're actually routing. Yeah, even if they do make their way through, look at this kind of death trap right here. 2 guns on either side here will just kill anything that comes in this path. So I think they're actually going to be able to push them back. Yeah, they're still getting some more shots off as well. A few of the routing units. These guys are going to be shooting as well, killing a lot of these units. So they're going to come back, but I mean, that was a really nice engagement for the Sons of Ulric right there. Sigmar would be proud. Would be proud indeed. Look at the spells coming off as well. Is that a Comet of Cassador? Yeah, another Comet of Cassador come flying down. So the battle prayers going off. So we do have the last unit of the trolls up here. The Hell Cannon Bow coming in big right there. What's the balance of power looking like? Is it really in favor of the defenders now? No, barely. But the Chaos still have a chance. They just need to kind of commit more men over here, which is exactly what they are doing. Charging forward, but the defenders are charging out right now with this unit of the Children of Ulric. I think they are routing. Codex needs to get involved in this battle as well. Because at the moment, these gun caps are just opening up. Or these sunfires, sorry. Just getting some really good shots off as more cavalry comes flying off. Oh, if this cavalry can hit these guys in the back, that is going to be brutal as they try and run away from the battlefield. And the cavalry is just going to send them flying down the hill. That's going to just kill so many of the units. Codex needs to get involved in this battle if they have any hope of winning it. Yeah, the heavy cavalry is just ripping apart these guys and they're routing from a battle. Kolek is finally going to be turning, but I think it's way too late for Kolek to really just have an important impact in this battle. We do have a sorceress coming down as well, but a lot of these guys are going to continue charging, and I guess we're going to be rallying towards the soldiers. But Bloodletters are getting involved now as well. Bloodletters are an extremely good unit. I just feel like these guys should have committed ages ago to the engagement. And they're just going to be falling back. There's no need to have this engagement if they don't need to. They should fall back and just let the gunners open up on Kolek. So the gunners can whittle down Kolek's help in no time. How's the rest of the battle looking? Yeah, they completely won over here. I think this is literally the last kind of last safe haven. They obviously have a lot of generals still left remaining back here. But I just don't see a way the defenders can win this. But the balance of power definitely is telling me that there is a chance. Kolek is charging forward. Yeah, I guess if they can smash this side, there's not really a lot left. You know, there's only 1,000 troops left, which isn't a lot. Kolek can kill a lot of them soldiers. And if this sorcerer silences all the guns and Kolek gets stuck in like this, yeah, there is definitely still hope if Kolek can kill these guys, which is exactly what he is doing. This cavalry needs to be sent to help and take care of them, because I believe that cavalry is Knight's Panther and they are anti-large. So if they get involved in this battle, there is definitely still a chance. The last of the Bloodletters are coming in, and if they can kind of bypass that death trap on the far left side, that is going to be good, because you know, them gunners will just kill anything in their path. So I think we're going to be spending a lot of this last like couple minutes of this replay watching Kolek and seeing what he can do, because it's truly going to be up to Kolek to win this battle. Oh, Lumenok coming off, actually hitting Kolek. But I mean, he can still hit people, so it's not really the end of the world for him. He can still just kind of destroy these guys. So being netted really doesn't affect him too much. He's definitely doing a lot of damage. How many kills is he up to now? Kolek is up to 101 kills. Wow, that's pretty insane. Along with his sorcerer as well is definitely helping out. Okay, so they're going to actually avoid the center point, and they're going to kind of commit all their units down this right side, which I don't think is a very smart move, because they have to deal with this death trap of guns right now. The wolves are warning these guys off as they continue to push around this flank. And I'm just trying to amass their last forces and bide their time. I don't know, unless Kolek can cause a mass rout, which is definitely something he can do, I think the defenders have won this battle. The Bloodletters, though, are going to be fighting hard, especially as they still have some pretty elite units left. You know, the beastmen with swords are going in. Just in this cavalry, yeah, a lot of the reinforcements though from that central platform are now being diverted over here. We have a Lumenok coming up with a lot of this cavalry unit up here as well. What do we have? The Knights of the White Wolf up here, along with the Knights of the Fiery Heart. Yeah, Fiery Heart up there, the Greatsword Cavalry. So these guys come down. It's probably going to be over, because they're going to be able to rip through a lot of these beastmen. I just need Kolek to be killed, and if Kolek goes down, it's definitely over. And he's down to half health already, so I think that's going to be all she wrote very soon. We'll obviously keep an eye on this engagement on this right-hand side as well, when they get a little bit closer. But I think they're just going to run into, like, their deaths, because them gunners up on them walls are just going to just tear them apart. These guys are, however, making their way forward. Another Comet of Castador coming down on the back, hitting these Bloodletters. Are we getting any more? We have... Oh, my God. Look at that. That is raining right now onto these guys. That looked awesome. Both the Luminox are focusing down Kolek. Yeah, he's very, very low. We actually have one of the Arc Lectors fighting him, and the Gunners are killing him as well. We look over here, we can see these guys, one of the Lords going down. Yeah, that's going to be it. All these Gunners are just having their time of their lives. This is like shooting ducks in a barrel right now. Like, they're just going to be able to kill so much, especially if anything comes into range of these guys as well. Yeah, these guns are all shooting now. Yeah, this is over. A lot of these guys are just all going to die. Plenty of soldiers have given their life to defend Middenheim. And I think they're going to be able to do it successfully. Oh, this general might actually go down, though. Yeah, the general for the Ulric is actually going to get killed. The legendary lord is getting slaughtered right now. And he's going to be going down any second now. I think Kolek has just died, though. Kolek has just been slain on the battlefield. And the rest of his cavalry is just going to come in and clean up the rest of the battle. So I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Let's stick it on triple speed now, because we know how it's going to happen. There's not really much to watch right now. There's a few gunners. I just need to kind of clear off this last point of the defenders. But overall, that was an amazing battle. Really, really did enjoy it. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it too. If you did, make sure to drop a like and a comment on the video. It really does help out the channel, and I appreciate it a ton. Also, we will obviously, after the 2 minutes are up, we will go ahead and take a look at the actual kills of the units. and see who did rack up the most kills. I'm really excited to see how many kills as the general actually does go down right there. I'm really excited to see how many kills the archers got in the battle, because the beastmen archers really did do a lot of damage to the main lines. Like, they really just cut them to pieces, as the rest of these colossal, like, what are they? They're just going to get killed. There's nothing they can do. Some ladders did get put up right here, but I mean, there's just so many guns right now just holding back the enemy lines. It's just such a good amount of arc fire. I mean, look at that as well. That's so sick. I love the mist up there. It really just looks so cool as the clouds are just kind of, it's just so high up, but it's just, like, that's just sick. Look at that. As the sun comes out as the battle, because it was pretty gloomy at the beginning of the battle, was it not? And now, like, the sun is coming out. Now the victory is assured. Like, that is just awesome. Like, that is just really, really cool. Such a cool looking map. Like, I'm so excited to see what the modders can do next, because they spend a lot of time on, like, these maps take weeks. So make sure to go over to the channel, to the subscription page where you can subscribe to it on Steam, and make sure to go ahead and rate it 5 stars, drop a like on the map, and tell them that you want to see more maps like this, because yeah, this is just, you know, insane, and this is just what Warhammer is all about for me. Really, really great. So it's just the Hell Cannon left for the defenders to kill, and they will claim victory. The Hell Cannon can obviously not rout, so it has to die. So it's just going to be a matter of time until these Chaos Dwarfs do go down and get slain. They are going to be holding firm. It'd be cool if the Hell Cannon just, like, exploded and there was like a mini nuclear explosion and just killed, like, all of these buildings and just destroyed them. I was really upset I didn't get to see the Great Middenheim Cannon being shot, because I think that would have been really, really cool, as another general does go down. God, the Hell Cannon is sturdy right now. Yeah, I really wanted to see this cannon being shot. Maybe I'll test it in, like, a separate video where we'll just send troops and waves against the Great Cannon, because as I said, it does work. So I do want to see what it is like. And there we go, a valiant defeat from the attackers. That was an amazing battle. Thank you guys so much for sending it in on the Discord, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it, because that was epic. Almost an hour-long battle as well. Holy crap, that was crazy. So we can look at the kills really quickly. We can see that Ungrim didn't even get involved in that battle. Ungrim was just sitting on top and letting his slayers do work. We can see that the Shaman doing a great amount of damage with his vortex spells. We can see that this Beast Lord got 187 kills. These Bestigors doing pretty good as well, along with the Minotaurs. This Chaos Army, a lot of the Warriors of Khorne doing good. The Zinch Warriors not doing great. Even the Slanesh Warriors as well. They got caught up pretty quickly, but the Bloodletters doing great. And obviously this Hell Cannon going in with 150 kills. This whole army doing pretty okay. You know, it did average across the board. Nothing overly great, but nothing overly under the, like, average line of kills. You know, everything getting over close to 50 kills, which is very, very good. And then this other Beastman army, you know, a few of these Minotaurs doing great damage. So we also look at the Slayer army. You can see everyone doing pretty decent. These Slayers getting 121 kills, and these one getting 225. Now, granted, a lot of these kills are probably from the larger units as well, so that's pretty impressive. You look at the Ulric army, we can see that everyone doing okay. I think these guys didn't really get stuck in too much, and a lot of their forces got shot at pretty early on, but they definitely did hold their own towards the end of the battle. We can see that the Sons of Sigmar right now, the Cult of Sigmar, doing great. The Lumenok actually doing great, 116 kills, very, very impressive, and the Great Swords obviously doing very nice. And then finally, we can look at Middenheim, with the forces doing, you know, kind of cool. The Knights of the White Wolf getting 67 kills, and the Gunners, the Surefires, other ones which really stood out in this army. So there we go, almost an hour-long battle. Make sure to drop a like, make sure to drop a comment. It really does help out the channel, and obviously if you enjoy this and want to see more, it's the best way to do it. And hopefully I'll see you guys next time, and fish out.